Come here now, girl.
Hello and welcome to the Map of the Year Series 2020 with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB, you're very, very welcome. Yes, over the next 6 days we'll have a look at 12 of the very best maps from 2020. I'll try and show you a full range of biomes, styles and complexities, featuring a full mix of DLC requirements as well as workshop requirements. Basically, one way or another, no matter how you like to play the game and how powerful your PC is, there's bound to be at least one map here that will suit for you. Today we're going to have a look at two maps. The first one in each show will always be the inverted commas runner-up. Not that there are really any losers when you get to be in the top dozen maps of the year. But yes, we'll start off with a runner-up for the day and then we'll go on to the finalists. Finishing off on Saturday with the map of the year itself. So what's up first? First up we have a real life location map. All these real life location maps have a little bit of a twist just to make sure that they all work for gameplay, and I feel that this one does this better than pretty much any other real life location map on the workshop from this year. This is Norrköping by Konstapeln, and it's a beauty. Now, it does actually lack a little bit in aesthetic detail, but I feel that this really does add to the playability value for the map. It's a map where the city will be the star. Now, there is a full range of elevations here. We have a little plateau at one end of the map. We have lots of great waterworks going on as well. So if you're looking to recreate the city of Norrköping, then you've got a pretty good canvas to work on here. Now, Norrköping is in Sweden. I'm going to try and pronounce this correctly. The Östergötland, maybe, possibly, region of Sweden. Sorry, I am butchering every language I have a go at, even English these days. Such is old age for you. Now, you do need mass transit for this map, so if you don't have mass transit, that's not going to work for you. But other than that, in terms of assets, it is 100% vanilla. We are using the European Realistic 1.4.5 theme and the satellite LUT to give it that cold northern Scandinavian kind of vibe to the map. So the aesthetics aren't as punchy as some maps because we are using quite a subdued theme and LUT combination. But I do feel that it does kind of match the area quite well. That's my personal opinion anyway. The map, pretty flat throughout. We've got that little castle there, little nods. There's a castle there in real life. No great detailing going on, just enough. Just that little nod to these areas. And of course, the highways are a representation of the real life location as well. We've got plenty of lakes going on. Huge, vast swathes of, I'm going to say, light density forests, so you don't have a huge weight of trees on the system. Again, it doesn't always have to be the most dense covering of forests to make a map pop. Sometimes just a hint to them can work. Of course, it does completely depend on the map, and I think on this map, just a hint to forestry is actually enough. I think it does just enough to make it work. Konstapeln, well, other news about them. This map, surprisingly, was their very first map. I'm not going to do the old sting today. I feel it should be a little bit too classy for the "it's my first map" sting, but it is definitely a classy map. Visually, doesn't really knock you sideways, but that doesn't matter. It's about the playability on this one. Very lovely map. Originally reviewed in episode 918, where I gave it 3 stars for aesthetics, just the 3 stars for detail. But it's the gameplay potential on this map that makes it sing. So yes, you don't even have to get a massive amount of stars in aesthetics and in detailing for you to actually have a map of the year candidate. I feel sometimes aesthetics is all you gameplay, sorry, is all that you need. I need the script actually, don't I? But anyway, there you are. Norrköping by Konstapeln, our runner-up. Wonder what's going to be our finalist today. Well, it's going to be a creator that you will recognise instantly. Right, looking at that screen, can you work it out? And if you're saying to me, that looks a little bit like last year's winner, you would be right. You see, this is Valhalla by Bringer of Fire. Now, Bringer of Fire gave us last year a Revelstoke which broke the mould for things like custom dams and just the entire design. We had a great mountainscape as well, great green buildable plateaus and some great water flow, some lovely streams and rivers. And we've got all of those here as well. Now Valhalla is a mountain range just up the way in British Columbia from Revelstoke. So yes, it is going to look very much like Revelstoke. I don't feel it quite pops as much as Revelstoke. Now, if we're talking about criticism, possibly the best map ever created, Revelstoke. And this doesn't pop quite as much as the best map ever created by the same creator. This is no criticism. I'll tell you what, I will point out a little bit later on this flyover, the one, and it is a tiny amendment that I would make if I was to come along and clean up, inverted commas, clean up this map. Because, honestly, it's sublime. It is sublime. Well, when you see it, I think you may agree with me. Doesn't matter in the slightest. It is a lovely map. So yes, we've got, of course, Bringer of Fire giving us what is another vanilla map. Now you're looking at this going, vanilla? Yes. Now, yes, we are using a custom theme and LUT, which you could say doesn't make it vanilla. You can always opt out of those. We're not talking about any assets to subscribe from the workshop. The custom theme is the Alps Dolomites theme, which is allowing us to have snow on the mountaintops by, if my memory serves me right, painting oil onto the mountaintops and the oil having that white texture. So yes, you won't be doing any oil drilling on these maps, anything with the Alps Dolomites theme, because it's used for decoration, but it is used so well. It is used so well. And we're using the Relight Average LUT, which is why the colours will look a lot more punchy than on the previous map. It's just a more punchy theme and LUT combination. Now, one of the things that Bringer of Fire uses so well are bridge pillars. We've seen them used for dams, and we've seen them used in bridge creation. Now here, remember, this is a vanilla map with custom bridges. It's all made with bridge pillars. Look at this. That is unique and exceptional. Just exceptional. And we'd expect no less. Again, we're talking about one of the if not the greatest, and you can debate this one all you like, certainly one of the absolute top echelon creators we have ever had. Unfortunately retired from map making now, which is a shame, but we all have to move on and do things. I'm sure at one point or the other I will move on from Cities Skylines myself, and probably to Cities Skylines too. Please keep working. Keep working on. Are you working on it, Colossal Order? Keep working on it. If you are, if you're not, start working on it one way or another. Work on it. We want a sequel, and we want it to be as good as the original, with the ability to make our own maps, of course, and I've no doubt that will be included. Now moving in towards the start square area, and you can see the old roundabout on the left hand side of the screen there. There's the start square roundabout in place. I'll show you another custom bridge, a little rail bridge. This one's much more subtle, and again, it's just been done just beautifully. Just subtle use of the bridge pillars to give us something a little bit unique and a little bit different from anything you'll see on another regular vanilla map. Bringer does go to the next level, don't they? Right, but we've had a little look down there, a little fly through across the buildable environment. We pull back the camera a little bit. I'll show you the the starts area. I mean, we've got mountains, but look, we have plenty of buildable space across the map. There's your start square there, and it's pretty scenic, I think. Pretty scenic. Lovely river going on too. But we have some great mountains. Now, admittedly, you probably won't be doing much building in the mountains. I mean, there's obviously the opportunity for things like observatories, or you'll come up with something. I'm sure your creative mind will come up with something amazing. Now, I'm going to do a little fly down over the mountains, because the mountains are so good that not to show them, I feel, would be a travesty. We've got some great texturing, and we have, in places, we've got the old sediment layers. Don't think you quite see them here, but in one or two places, similar to Revelstoke, we have some sediment layers built into the mountains, and again, it works beautifully. One thing that I don't feel really needed to be done, and this shows you the quality of Bringer of Fire, right here in the corner, there's no reason for us to have a little slightly detailed valley down here. No reason at all. We've allowed the rail to come in from the edge of the map there, but that could have just been mountains, a little hole for the rail to come in. That was all that was really needed there. But no, Bringer of Fire needs to go to the next level, and they've done it subtly but brilliantly. Now, coming up in a moment, we're going to find that one little glitch that, if anything, if I was to come back and, inverted commas, fix this map, it would simply mean getting the terrain tool out and removing the oil, i.e. snow, from this little bit of road down here. I don't quite see how there would have been... I mean, yes, I know snow can melt away in little patches, but I don't see how we would have had a little bit of snow at this location and not in any other similar type of locations. In fact, if anything, it'd be a little bit away from the roads because of the heat from the traffic. So that little bit of snow there, if anything, is the only thing wrong with this map. And if that's a problem, then shoot me. Okay, it really isn't. It really isn't. Because when you look at snow painting on this map, there's going to be a little valley on the right-hand side in the moment. If you have a look here, it's like the glacier snowmelt just creeping down between the mountains. And this is the quality. It just feels like it really would actually be creeping down that gorge there, believably. So, yes, I'm not really moaning about that patch of snow on the highway, but I think sometimes we look at these things and say, well, there, even a map that is perfect, there's always maybe one thing, like a tree that can be moved half an inch in one direction or the other. And of course, a lot of this is all down to opinion. I know many of you that do live in areas of the world where there are mountains will point out many photos that you've taken driving down to do your weekly grocery shopping, where there's a patch of snow for no real reason at all. And say, I'm not marking this map down. Of course, I'm not. It's in my final 6 of the best maps of 2020. It is quality through and through, and like I say, it's a shame that Bringer has moved on to other things, and of course there are only a limited number of hours in the day, so maybe they might get inspiration one day and come back. We never say never, even if they say never say never, because we all have a right to change our minds, or just to go on and do even bigger and better things. Yes, look, it's just as maps go, and the rivers and the streams and the forests. This is vanilla. I have to keep saying this. This does not look vanilla, and it's just done so well that it just pops, absolutely pops. Yes, of course, a good theme and luck combo as well really work. Now remember Revelstoke and the custom dam in Revelstoke? Well, Bringer has not let us down here. We've got a custom dam here as well, doing something completely different from the Revelstoke dam, and again all done with vanilla assets, mostly bridge pillars and stuff. And we have just got something really exquisite there as well, which again, it's not a working dam, of course it's not. It's all aesthetics, but it is stunning. And all cred to the creator for producing something like that from imagination, and I'm just amazed. I was amazed when I first saw it. I'm amazed to see it again. Valhalla by A Bringer of Fire. That one first reviewed in episode 842. I gave it 4 stars for aesthetics, 5 for detail, 5 for gameplay potential, and I am calling it one of the best 6 maps of 2020. And I don't think there's an argument against it. Really don't. Thanks, Bringer. Thank you very much for all of your hard work, and enjoy your map retirement. Well, thanks for watching, for commenting, for liking, and for subscribing. There'll be episode 2 along tomorrow. We'll have a look at 2 more of the very best maps from the year. So don't forget to hit that notification bell to be reminded, so that you don't miss out on the very best of those creators from the workshop from the last 12 months. I've been BonBonB. You've been very, very welcome, and I'll see you very, very soon.